Alrighty. We're back after a much-needed hiatus.
Yes. Oh, gosh, I need that. I feel it in my shoulders.
In case you guys forgot who we are already, I'm Sheridan.
And I am Isaiah, and...
So this is 30.
Yeah.
And sometimes being 30 means you take breaks from life.
Yeah, you learn that in your 20s, that you never take them, and then you get to 30 and you're like, oh my god, I need a break.
I need them. Yeah. Let's just talk. How are you? Let's recap. How are you for these past 2 weeks that we have not?
Yeah. It's I mean, as you guys know, in case we don't bring it up every episode, our workspace has changed, the environment, the dynamic, our jobs in general. We do.
Sorry, I
love that like
noise.
Don't move. Our roles in general have changed, and what we know to be as managers, it's different. And so I think I've been really stressed. I'm going to be honest. I know when we were originally talking about this topic, and still, I'm trying to be optimistic, but I have a different feeling, and it's an uneasiness, and it's an uncomfort. Yeah. Because,
on one hand, I'm like, whew, I don't have to wake up every day and, put together the entire restaurant, ordering, da-da-da. Oh, my God, this many people called out. I'm working 3 states. That is stress. But maybe because that's my profession, it's, known stress. And now I think we're in, an unknown stress of, I'm helping these departments, and I'm not comfortable in their departments, and now I'm responsible for my team in their departments, and it's kind of help your team.
We're basically pen paling our people, which is
it's weird.
Yeah, it's new. It's different for us.
It's new, yeah.
And also on that note, how do you find it because also not only that, we're having to go into these roles as well. So we're not only are we managing, but now we're taking on new roles. How do you feel about that part? Is that something that you're enjoying?
I am enjoying. I was just telling you earlier, we were hanging out in the women's shoe department. I know,
this isn't organic. We already knew the answer.
I mean, this is real life stuff we talk about all the time, and sometimes it gets come up again. But I learned Teapot, I learned how to do the register system, which is cool because I've always been I want to be that girl at the cash register, which is that's a childhood simple dream.
It's so funny when we were talking about I think the last episode we were trying to think of what it was, career goals and stuff like that. Yeah, I barista stuff like that. Yeah,
and so that's fun, interacting with customers, which I never thought I would like. I'm a back.
Can I just say, sorry, when it sounded like I was saying shh to you, but it was actually an excitement, shh, I just want to, Wait,
I don't want to stop you there.
No, but reason being is she's so good at it.
Oh, thank you.
So organic, watching you with your guests, you're and laughing so naturally, it's so nice. I might be dead to that now, but watching her do it.
For me, it's nice. New. That's why you're the face. You're always in front of the customer. That's just your role, right? So for me, I'm oh.
You know what's funny about that though? People are always just give it time. It will change. And I've always been no, I will always love people. So this is 30.
For me, it's still new, I think. So I'm okay. And then when the rude customers are the well, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what everyone means, right? But yeah, I've been having fun learning the product. It's a little dangerous back there because I have a shopping list.
Oh my God.
In my head.
I feel I'm spending more now when I, versus when I had a solid, job.
When I had incoming recurrent.
Yeah, when
income.
I knew that there was no,
no ceiling to my income. I could keep earning.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part?
I really do. So I think, so one of my other struggles, more so in the management side of things, is at one point we had a purpose. We would go in, we set goals, we were getting our teams to grow and evolve. I had my team pairing with other departments to learn how to actually be a barista, because Milk Bar there's a lot of aspects, but once you kind of learn it, like it just becomes like, okay, like routine. But I didn't want their growth to kind of stop there, and so I would continuously try to find like lists and like different ways to like organize for the team and like different ways to like better help the guests. And one of those things was like training. So the thing that I'm losing in management that I miss is that I'm not training. But to full circle what you actually asked, I've enjoyed learning. I like learning new things. I've been learning about jewelry. I'm learning about shoes. It's not something that interests me per se, but the interest for me is the learning.
You know what's kind of cool though? We might be able, like I've already had one of my staff tell me, oh, like I'm really enjoying this role and it's something I never thought I would do. And I'm really proud and I'm excited to hear that from him. And I'm also like, not that retail is my thing, but like the things I'm learning, it's great on my resume.
Yeah.
And like maybe I will take some aspects of it. So, you know,
yeah,
there is a silver lining to not being in our home departments.
Absolutely. And I feel like too, like regardless of, you know, we don't need to know everything about a diamond or everything about a gold watch, but you still like it's something about the type of service that you can now put behind you. And also this is what's really, I mean, it's good and bad, but we have our division and now we have their division, so we have a clear perspective, almost clear. Because
well, that's something that I think they still don't, like the other departments still will never understand, except for the few that actually were restaurants and ended up moving to the full line store. But the ones there, they still don't really, I don't think they'll have the full circle picture as clear as we would even, so it's cool.
I do have another question for you. Maybe this is just me, but do you feel that like you almost have to explain what it was that you were doing just to feel like you belong in the room? Is this
First
a me
of all,
thing?
It's not a you thing.
Okay.
Because people at least know you because they've seen you behind the bar. They've seen you behind the counter. People are like, oh yeah, what department? Who's your manager? I am the manager.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I still get that too.
Like they don't really know us, right? Yeah. Like they spent like ample amount of time in the restaurant. So that's my least favorite question because I don't like explaining myself or feel like I'm bragging. I don't know why I take it that way, but it makes me feel like I'm bragging. Oh, I'm the chef and it's not. It's just that no, like I've been here for a few years now.
Yeah.
I've actually been in this role for a few years now, but it's okay. You don't know me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And then when they do find out, there's like a little bit of a demeanor change, and it's like, oh, you make the food. Oh, it's so good. Oh, can you give me this recipe? And then there's like this sort of like, like this idolization. Like they really did love the restaurant, a lot of our staff. So I get that little
really
level
nice
of respect that comes after that. So I'm like, oh.
That's good.
You didn't know me now, but you know me.
You
didn't know me
now.
before, but you know me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another thing I was going to say about being in these interesting roles is that sometimes it kind of feels like babysitting. I love my team. Yeah. Thank you guys for showing up most of the time. You know, and the feedback I've gotten has been really great. Like, there's a lot of people that are enjoying their roles and like excelling in the roles, and that makes my life easier. However, there is still a little bit of chasing and babysitting. And you know what the weird thing is? Like, I have counterparts in like all the stores in Canada, and every store is like, so from what I've heard, has done it differently. Mm-hmm. And like, there's some stores where it's like they were just given all of the support and they divvied them out and they now report to them, and so like it was totally hands off for the support managers. They just had to check in on their team, make sure they're okay, and then that's it. Like, whoever the manager of that team would take over. I don't know how some of our people would take that being under new management. I know it's a little bit weird, but from a standpoint of like making the business run, like that kind of does make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, even little things, like we came into, I feel like walls are down at this point. Like, we had overtime, for example. Oh, yeah. That was something that, like, I wasn't aware that I had to still manage. And then I got an email like, oh, you know,
and that's
you
like
have
a very
overage.
BC-specific one, too, because it's daily. So it's like you have to chase your team down daily. Like, punch out for your break. Punch out on time. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't know where you are in the store because I'm not in the same department as you.
And that's the thing. So like when we're coming in, we're checking. So we do a checklist. We find all our team is essentially what we do is in managing that and making sure they show up, yada, yada, yada. But the overage part was something I never factored in because they're not physically with me for me to actually know that they're going into that overage unless we're tracking it every day, which I now do now. I do now. Yeah. So anyways, things like that are definitely like a learning curve, but those are the things that I feel that specific thing would be a little bit easier for another manager to be like, oh, like you've been here for
like I see you in my department for this long. You took your break at this time. Like, yeah. But teach his own.
That's what it is. So anyways, that is the weekly recap, aka 2 weekly recap.
So why did we need a break? What was going on?
Oh yeah, I think the last time we were trying to film, first off, I didn't upload the video, so now it's been 2 weeks. I'm uploading at some point today. I know, even then.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you so much. We're gradually growing, but it's just, I think, just not only is it work, it's life. Like all these things
so
melding.
Even when you saw me, it was like, I didn't like my outfit that day. I didn't like anything.
Yeah, we just had personal icks. We had personal feelings, and like, we've also talked about this too, like the way that we look at ourselves, and like, I don't know how deep you want to go into this, but I personally have.
We can go deep. I think it's good. I think it's helpful to talk about instead of push it down.
I think just on the physicality side of things, like I've always struggled with portions of myself, and sometimes it'll vary. Like one week I'll be really upset about like, I don't know, the way my hair sits, and then the next week I'll love my hair. But like I've always had something more specifically with my body, and then also the way it feels inside and how that reflects, and I know that that's something that you can also attest to.
Yeah. Like even today, like when you mentioned a part of your body that you didn't feel good in, and it's really perspective. And so, I would never downplay how someone feels, because I would look and be like, are you kidding me? Because when I'm really, like, feeling and I look at myself, I look 10 times worse than how you feel right now. Mm-hmm. But it's always in perspective. And I don't know, I'm not in your head, and I don't know how you feel.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, give yourself some grace. Like, it's okay. Life is like a journey. And I'm, like personally, like, I'm always battling, like, my biggest things are my body image. Because I'm like obsessed with the gym, and maybe it's like an unhealthy obsession because I'm not getting the results I want, and now I'm trying to find a healthy way around it, like balanced meals, healthy gym. Like for me, I'm like, I want to build a routine. Like I don't want to go to the gym and think I'm gonna drop 10 pounds, because it's not gonna happen like that, and it's not gonna be enjoyable, and I'm in the gym for the wrong reason. Versus now I'm trying to train myself to be like, okay, I want the morning routine because I feel better when I wake up early, and I feel good when I sweat, and like, you know what I mean? Train myself differently. So like that's what I've been working on. And then my other thing, I spent 4 hours on my hair last night, and my hair journey is like something in itself, because I'm naturally curly. About 6 years ago, I cut my hair really, really short. I used to chemically straighten my hair every 6 weeks. Not only is it damaging, it's extremely expensive. Yeah, so 6 years ago, and my boyfriend, now husband at the time, was like, you should really stop doing that, just stop. And I've never had a partner take that journey with me before. I've also never been like confident enough to be like, okay, but it was like, he was like, you can do it, you should do it. And he stayed with me through all the awkward hair growth stages when I couldn't even put a headband in. It was just this short little curly fro, and like the journey to like really love and appreciate my hair. And I love it now, but it's still a process. So like last night was 4 hours, deep conditioning, combing, twisting, and then like I don't like to show my natural hair, so I always put it up in a bun or always do something. So slowly I'm learning to like love it. I will say being in Vancouver makes it a little bit harder, just lack of representation, lack of products. I have to order a lot of my products from Toronto. It's just a smaller concentration of black hair care in general here. It's gotten better, but it's a little bit isolating in that way. So it's like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, ew, I hate my hair. I'm going to shave it off. And I don't even want to do that, you know. That's like a horrible feeling too. But that's like the ebbs and flows. That's the ups and downs of like self-esteem and how you view yourself. So I'm not perfect, no, far from it. But I think I am learning, and I can honestly say where I am today is way farther than where I was 5 years ago towards that self-love journey, you know?
Well, I love that you took that journey. Like, it's really good. And it's nice to hear that you were supported, too. And, like...
I think that made it easier, yeah.
Yeah, like it's always scary to make a big change and to also accept a portion of yourself,
that
too.
You can't really change, right? Like,
yeah.
It is who I am.
Yeah. I get it in a different way, but I get it. Yeah, but I think it's beautiful. And, I love when I see, like, a new style from you, too. I think it's so exciting and fun. And, like, I feel, too, like there's a confidence that I see with you when you feel like you've, like, really, like, you've hit it, And you're like...
Thank you.
It's just so good. I don't know. I love it. I think your hair looks bomb today.
Thank
you. Great job. And you put in a lot of work for it. So, like, I mean, you should be proud of that.
Thank you. This is my personal cheerleader, Isaiah. When you feel down, get yourself an Izzy when you feel down.
Just don't follow my Instagram some days because...
Okay, we're allowed to be.
Oh my God, I know. But, like, sometimes when I post on Instagram, I feel like Facebook, like, circa, like, the 1900s, like, Y2K, where, like, you kind of, like, go off, but then people have, like, comments going back. For some reason, Instagram's not quite the same. You'll post something, and then someone's like, are you okay? But, like, on Facebook, it was like, you post something, and they're just like, you're wrong, everything about you sucks, and...
Stream of comments.
Totally different.
I think it's the user.
Yeah, it's the type of user. Demographic, for sure. I mean, if you're a Facebook user, please don't take offense to that. But from my experience...
Well, sorry, Mom, I'm going to call you out. But me and my best friend always laugh at, like, the boomer Gen X Facebook users. Because, like, she has, like, an older sister and, like, my mom. And when they're in their feels, they take to Facebook, it's all the memes you could ever imagine. But, like, not even memes. It's, like, quote of the day, inspiration of the day. Like, and I'm like, good for you. You know what? Good
Not
for
to
you.
call you out dad, but same.
I'm like, do you want to talk? Like, Mom, are you okay?
It's like a cry for help, but, like, not. For mine, on Instagram, it just legit is a cry for help. I'm just like, I need help. Thank you.
Message Izzy, okay? If you see it.
But, hey, I think one of my things is, like, I learned that, like, when I'm feeling away, I need to, like, reach out. And sometimes I don't know where to or, like, who to burden. Like, I don't want to burden anyone specific.
Just want to express.
I just need to express it. And I don't always know where to turn or where is, like, a healthy space. On that note, because the last one was about a work situation, just feeling, like, bad because it was, like, a day off. I feel weird because also, like, our boss follows us. So that did not have to do with you. Just to clear that up. I just was feeling a certain way. And sometimes I look at that and I'm like, this is not professional. Is it? Like, am I just being human? I don't know.
And there's, like, I wouldn't say there's a fine line. Being human is all
It's a big,
of the
bold
things.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a big...
It's not a fine line. So it's like, unfortunately, like, my human emotion is going to blur into my work. Because, like, that's natural, right? So
yeah, that for sure can happen. But also, like, my Instagram isn't really like my work. But it kind of becomes your work because we are such a front-facing space, and a lot of who we equate ourselves with are people who we work with. On that note, icks and pet peeves. What are yours?
I want to do those, like, partner ick ones with my partner because they're funny and I have a lot.
Fair.
But
we can save those.
You know?
We can save those. We can actually have your partner on, and we can have a partner ick.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I feel like he's super, like, who you see in person is not who you...
I saw him at the club, and he was different. Remember, he was so, like, shy. Yeah. I'm like, who are you?
No.
I've only known him as, like, the social, like...
I think social in his comfort. So like
Yeah.
at work, he's so bubbly and social
Oh.
and like that. And then like other social situations, he gets really shy. I don't know. It's funny. He's a funny person.
I like that though. That makes me feel good when you see someone for who they are, but then you see them when they're in a different position. You're like, oh, you feel safe.
You're human, yeah.
Yeah, and also you're human. Yeah. Sorry, I made it. I'll make it about
I
me.
make. Yeah, sorry, you were trying to say, I make you feel comfortable. That too, though.
Yeah.
That too. Pet peeves. I feel like on the spot, I have trouble thinking about them, but one of them is, okay, I hate passive aggressive people. And I'm sorry, this is coming up a lot lately. In recent, I don't really want to talk about it because it just makes me spiral.
Uh-huh.
But, hi, if you have a problem with me or if there's something happening that you do not like, please come to me. And if you have trouble doing that, don't be a keyboard bully. Like, maybe just, because I will call you out and I'll be like, hey, this is X, Y, and Z. Like, let's discuss it. Because I get so much anxiety thinking I've done something wrong and I don't know how to right that wrong. And then that person won't
It's
follow
about
up with me.
communication too. And I feel like when someone takes that away from you, like it's such a, it's a definite ick. But it feels uneasy. It makes you feel very uncomfortable because
Like,
you can't.
I'm so anxious.
Yeah, that's
Like literally waiting for the person to like confront me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I give you the open road because I'm like, I want to overcome this.
But I do know the tea for this one, and what I will say is, in this case, it's very Switzerland because when you is that offensive? By the way, someone told me like Switzerland because they're like, I'm good, I'm
It
even.
just happens to be one of those, I think, countries that is very neutral.
Okay, well, if it is offensive,
Neither
please
good,
let me
neither.
know. I did not mean it in an offensive way, but
Like love everybody.
yeah,
Doesn't pick sides.
exactly.
Which is
yeah.
like, I mean, fair. That's good too.
However, in this situation, it is being used in a negative way. I'm sorry. Just like when you are one way in your typing and you're messaging a certain way, but then you do go to confront this person because I think we are both this way. Communication is key, and we want to communicate. How do we resolve this? Like, it's one thing to type it out, but like, all right, cool. Like, let's get to the bottom of it. Like, let's figure out a solution.
Because also another thing I've learned, subtext or like even understanding emotion behind text, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, yeah.
If someone says K, they might just really be saying okay instead of like, oh, why are you mad? They only said K. Like I don't want to sit here and decipher.
And that's based on experience too. Like we have a
sit here and
different.
decipher what you mean.
Yeah, it's so funny you say the word K. I do. How do you use K?
I use K when I'm pissed.
Same. So yeah, maybe that one's a little bit common connotation.
Like I'm ending the conversation right here. K.
I did that to, I'm not going to say the person, but someone. I did that to someone maybe a year ago, like when I was like really upset. And then he like immediately called me. And he's still learning English as well, so like that's how you know it hit. And he called me, he's just like, are you okay? I'm like, why? Why do you ask?
Oh, so you did understand that one. Okay.
Yeah, you get it. Because you didn't understand my feelings a few moments ago, but...
The tea. What's a pet peeve of yours?
Definitely on the same page with you on that one. Yeah, just like in general, lack of communication. A big one is when someone like isn't properly listening to you. I know we laugh at this one, but yeah, no, that's a big one. Like when you're having a conversation with someone, and then when it comes to your point, and they're kind of like they're disinterested, they wander off, their eyes drift. That bothers me because it's like active listening. Yeah, because
yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. No, I was gonna say, even with my partner, he'll be watching TV or like looking down or something, and I will have a full conversation, and I'll go, Albert, hello, did you hear me? Anything at all? I heard you. I'm just processing. But I'm like, so be like, okay, like just give me something.
I know. I will say.
Now I look annoying.
I will say because I know. No, but I think we can say this because I have to give our friend props, because we have a friend who does this, and I'm saying it. I'm sorry. I love you. But it's not an ick towards this person, because this person, for me at least, has always like actively like has heard me out, and she does actually process things like, and then she'll come back in the conversation and say something. But anyways, when we communicate now, she's so good. She says like, how would you like to be heard right now? And I really, really love that. That means so much to me.
Fair, because sometimes it's like, you don't have to say anything. I just need to verbal diarrhea and get it out.
Do you want my opinion? Can I
good.
help you with anything? Do you want to talk it through? And so it's really nice because I can actively see, and sometimes when someone's quiet and you see them processing, like she's actually processing, she's just like, okay, I'm listening. I need to know. She's like, how am I going to listen better in this situation? And it does mean a lot. It makes me really happy to like have that. But for the people who just genuinely don't care about a conversation that they're having with you, I'm like, sometimes I just want to walk away.
Yeah, I'm going to stop in the middle of this conversation because you're not listening. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one.
Okay, so like little smaller ones, I guess, that really annoy me. Mouth, like chew with your mouth open. I think that's a common one. That sound in general is disgusting. Gross. I have like a bodily, I don't know, body functions, body things. Bleh. I just get really grossed out. I think
talked
hygiene.
about blood.
Blood makes me like nauseous, but it's like cutting your nails, picking your nose, doing anything on your body in public is a no-no.
Have you seen people do that thing where they like plug this and then like, I'm so sorry,
gross,
but they like do this and then it like
shoots out. Oh. Any bodily function, gross. Do it in your house privately. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like when people are filing their nails on the subway or like cutting their nails on the bus, I'm like, do that at home. And like, no, like, why did you feel the need to do that in public?
I will say for me, the nail clipping, I find that gross. Like anything with the nose, bleh. Like spitting on the ground, also gross. I mean, certain bodily functions, like if you did it purposefully, that's one thing. But like if it's like an oopsie doopsie, or but not an oopsie poopsie, because that's then it's different. But if you're like outwardly like trying to burp or whatever, like that's rude. Where was I going with this one?
Pet peeve.
Oh, I don't actually mind like the nail filing. I don't know. I think in my mind, nail filing is like got this like sass to it.
Oh, you're just like
it's very meme worthy for me. So I'm kind of just like, get it. You tell whoever you're telling. What
other things irks me? Is that a word still?
Yeah, I think so. I have another one. Someone told me that people who walk slower are actually enjoying their life more. Like they're less stressed and they're less pressed. And I get it. But I do hate you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hate you.
Trying to walk around someone.
It's so hard. I'm like, please. I started saying it. I'm just like, I've become one of those mumblers. So this is 30, but like, let's see me at so this is 60 when I'm like, move. But I think I've just always been pressed for time, and that's my own fault. Like, I got places to go, my dogs are slow, they want to stop at everything, I gotta get to work, I'm late for work, gotta kiss the dogs anyways. There's many things. But yeah, that's one. Or when there's like a whole slew of people, and like, you're like, where do I walk? But wait,
that's why I hate malls.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, you first, and then I'm gonna come back to
when this. I don't like shopping. I'm very much like I know what I need. Like I don't like browsing. I get hot. I get sweaty. It's annoying. So like
anxious.
I'm very much a like get in, get out. So like I know what I need, and I'm like I need to find the nearest cash. Like I have to make my plan. I'm like okay, I know what I want. Go there. Like I don't have time. Oops, sorry. I don't have time for any of that extra stuff. Sorry. So when malls have just so many people, and like of course people want to walk in groups of 4 and take up the whole hallway, that annoys me.
It's just inconsiderate. Yeah.
Above all.
Ooh, when people walk at you, and like you clearly can't go a different direction. Like, there's certain instances where, like, you kind of have a path.
What do you want to walk into the street to avoid you?
In my mind, I'm just like, would you like me to just disappear right now? Like, am I just totally invincible to you? Those people ick me. But, what's that ick my yum? Where is that from? Don't yuck my yum?
Yeah.
I love that.
Don't yuck my yum.
Yeah. I guess walking.
Somebody's yuck is someone else's yum, something like that. So.
Hey, existing is my yum, so don't yuck it.
Also, I think I'm just like naturally easily annoyed, which is sad. I gotta work on that.
Me too.
I feel like I just get ticked off.
I've realized that. Actually, when I'm not focusing on work, like when I'm not looking at group chats, I'm just focusing on my actual life. The one thing I will say is, since this happened again, is like I am having more of those like pinch me moments where I'm like, painting, and I'm just like, I can take my time. I can actually enjoy what I'm doing here. Like, I can do something with this. Or when I'm spending time with my dogs, like, I'll just like look at them in the eyes and just be like, like, you're like in my life for the next little while. And like, I'm so happy to have that. And so, yeah.
Thank you for actually bringing us to your art, because I really wanted to showcase this.
That was a subtle plug, so thank you for noticing.
Because you know what? It's funny. Last week we had a blank canvas.
And then
it's just all precursor of how bad last week.
You know what's funny is I think we had this when like most of this wasn't there and it was just like the blue. So I was going to mention like, oh, look how much I've evolved from that painting, but we didn't even upload that.
I don't even know if we've yet.
Yeah.
But I'm really liking this one. I might purchase it. Every time I look at it, there's like something new that I discover on it or that I see. And it's like a find the, I don't know, like spot the thing type of.
I don't even know what that sound is. Someone is. Yeah.
But it's like, find something new. And I love it every time. So
thank you.
This one, and it has like this urban grunge to it. So
that's exactly what I was going for. Okay. So my favorite art I've noticed. So I have a big issue. I feel comfortable with most of like the creative process, but the one thing I'm not.
Sorry, guys. I'm not allowed to move. We have a very sensitive.
That's going to be our thumbnail.
Good.
Got it. The one thing I struggle with is composition, because I'm always like, let's put the center of the attention like right there. In this case, it actually did work. But I've always been bad at backgrounds, and I've always been bad at the composition. And so for this one, I feel good because I did want to add like those elements of like, oh, like there's something here, like it's like layered. Yeah, and I tried to do it because at the end of the day, like if you can't tell, this one's an ocean. So like, portions are floating, portions are below, and so I had a lot of fun. But my favorite art that I have, like that I purchased myself, there's a story in it. Like you find something new when you're looking at it. I think it's super fun.
That's cool.
Not to say that about my own, but that
this is what it's becoming for me. Every time I look, it's like, oh my God, something new. I want to buy it. It's
nearly done. I don't know if I'm going to add more, if that might be too much at this point, but I'm definitely going to finish the flower.
Oh my God,
I don't know if you can
tell,
but this is effervescent. I guess you just paint over it, but it's hard with this.
The canvas? Oh, someone's doing some construction.
I love that for us. They could build us a new set.
Quick question, because like art is not my thing, but like how do you know, even like if I'm coloring a picture, like, oh, I wish I didn't draw that extra line. Like, what do you do? How do you know when it's too much?
I used to let that upset me so much, like when I would do like if there was like an incident on a piece, but now I implement it into my work. Like, for example, there was something on this one that I didn't like, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna like put a sign over it and then like meld that into. So I'm pretty sure there was a blip there.
You've adapted. I'm so proud of you.
And so normally, like, I get really excited with that. Also, I'm really inspired by, I think it's called kintsugi. It's the Japanese art of like with making something broken like beautiful.
Oh, cool.
And like remending it. So I think of that now with my art.
Sorry, we had another blip.
I think it was the dogs. I think about.
Hey, listeners, are you an awesome brand that you think we would love? Shoot us a DM and maybe we'll feature you in our next podcast. Okay, that was alarming.
Sorry, our cord's very sensitive, just like me. It's a Pisces, could be a Cancer. We don't know.
Okay. Oh, wow. We went on a tangent about art, but that's good because that brings me to my next point.
Yeah.
How to like shake off a bad feeling. Like last week, I was like off. Even that whole, you know what did help? We went out for lunch and I felt like we got to laugh a lot and like change my
laughter.
headspace. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
helped.
It was good just talking to someone who like either A gets it or B doesn't get it. Like two, like sometimes it's nice to talk to about someone and they have completely no perspective on the point and they can just bring you right out of it.
Sometimes you get good opinions or good ideas out of that.
It's like an
and then somebody who
emergency
does know,
helicopter.
they can laugh with you, cry with you.
Yeah. And that was nice. That started it, and then from there it was just like stepping away from it. You need to step away. And then finding things that you love, like, you know, your hobbies and like kind of putting yourself a little bit more into that, I think. What else did you do to get over it?
What did I do last week?
I don't even know. Sometimes it's just time.
I was off that day, so after lunch I went home. I think I just did some errands, and I think it helped me because I was like, Oh, I went to Costco, which I love. I love Costco.
Oh, yeah.
And then I bought a lot of stuff to do meal prep because now that the restaurant's closed, we have to bring lunch.
I still buy it because
I just can't allow myself. Also, I think deep down I like cooking, honestly, so it's just like I'd rather keep cooking for myself.
that makes sense.
I guess. I didn't think about it that way.
If I went on my profession, I'd just be drinking every day. And
also music makes me like pop out. Sometimes like I play, it's funny because I know a lot of people do that, but you just play your saddest music and you cry, make yourself cry, and then
I actually heard that when you're in a bad mood, you're supposed to listen to sad music.
Oh.
Yeah. Google taught me that.
It makes sense. I feel like
Maybe
it
it's
helps you
TikTok.
like release those emotions. So I kind of see that.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into like podcasts, funny podcasts. I think I listened to funny podcasts, and remember when I messaged you and I was like, we should get some, like, I have some segment ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll do that
should
next
work
week.
on that.
Yeah,
for
because
next
it was really funny when I was watching the two co-hosts go back and forth. So we have some fun stuff planned, some more
Just have
structure.
a little game sort of situation, speed rounds where we ask like questions. That's pretty much what you sent me. But
yeah, it was like would you rather? It was like unpopular opinions, and then we share our feelings on those unpopular, something like that.
how could we twist FMK? Huh? Mary. Huh?
Oh.
Mary kill.
Boop, Mary kill.
Because I was actually thinking of that one. I'm like, oh, this would be good. It could be celebrities.
Yeah, that would be
rendition.
good. I think that we should either like start or end the podcast off on like one of those types of notes. That'd be fun.
We can still do it. There's time. We're still in it. I'm going to do one round of FMK.
Okay.
So think of it now. In the back of your mind.
But wait, think of my three people?
It doesn't have to be people. It could be, for me, I was thinking of
Inanimate
like,
objects? Like what?
yeah. Oh, no, but it could be like
I'm not going
an
to yuck your
activity
yum.
or something.
Not gonna,
you know?
yeah, I'm
don't,
not gonna
don't yuck my yum. I exist. Don't walk through me. I'm just kidding. Oh, we kind of covered our... Oh,
yeah, we did.
we have the childhood memories.
Oh.
That's on our list. We could come back. I feel like that in
That's a whole
itself
different day we could talk about.
Keeping up with social media, we kind of talked about it. We ain't good at it. So we're going to work on that.
We're working on that.
Yeah.
Please, hold us accountable.
In process. Work in progress.
We're going to be better. We're going to have a better social media footprint. We're going to have a better uploading schedule. I'm going to learn some editing because I want to help. It shouldn't all be on you all the time. Sorry.
I mean, it barely is. I haven't done much. But thanks. But I feel like like so much more about the sound. So I think equally I need to learn more about like GarageBand and like maybe next time like I should...
I just like that we can monitor
successful.
our sound on GarageBand. Maybe one day you should hold the laptop just so you can see what I'm looking
maybe
at.
Maybe one of these episodes we could sit closer together, like on the thing. I don't know.
What if we had a
work.
desk?
I know, it'd be nice to see. Share screen.
Oh.
You can do that in Teams.
We could have a Teams call.
We should do that. And then I can see what you're doing
But,
and like learn.
I don't want an actual call.
Or you could
just mute everything.
I don't know.
Oh, I could.
record.
Screen record. Then you could see how I started. That's true. Sorry. You
Cool.
know what?
Yeah, that's a tangent. But anyways, behind the scenes, you see it all.
Related.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
Is that one of the words we like or we don't like?
Tangent. I'm cool with that word. Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, FMK.
FMK.
For those of you who don't know, the F stands for make love, marry, kill. Okay, you have 3 options.
F is make love.
Yeah. Well.
Oh.
I don't want to say it. Burp. F is blurb.
But in this case, it could be like I'd F with it. You know.
Okay.
Like I'd with it.
Which you just like it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're not like
marry, kill.
Oh, segue. I looked at our YouTube analytics to like see like the age gaps. How
do they know the age?
Because when you sign up, you have like an age. So I think we're right on target. But then we kind of go from like early 20s to 40s. That's kind of our like
that's good.
Which is good. So we can cuss a little.
I actually do cuss a little. We should plug that little meme.
I know, so good.
Someone's drilling. I don't even know if you guys can hear that, but
yeah. But if you can, okay. I am going to ask you a question first.
Because I have to think of mine.
Activities.
But how can I FMK activities?
Like you F with it. Like I do that.
Okay, but then I would marry an activity?
Yeah, like you would keep it long term.
Forever?
Yeah, like this is your
and this is like, I'll never do this. Okay.
Like this is not for me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yoga.
Okay.
Cycling. And running.
Oh, right off the bat, kill running. I can't run to save my life. I hate it.
I know. I don't enjoy it.
And my partner's always like, you should just run. Just run. You want to lose weight? Just run. And I'm like, I have no interest. No, like nothing. My body doesn't not built to run. I've just decided my body's not built to run.
It's not that you can't do it. You just don't want
I don't want to. And then I mess with cycling. Like I really do like it.
I know. Indoor or outdoor or both?
Both. You introduced me to indoor, and I really like that environment. I think it's crazy. It's like the most intense workout, and I love intense workouts. I love sweating, like butt sweat, boob sweat. I love all the sweats.
Take it all.
And then I just like outdoor because we've always been outdoorsy. And now living in BC, it's even like greater. Like every road has a bike path. Like it's amazing. So I just have always liked cycling. And then yoga. I just feel like I should be married to yoga. I think it's great grounding for you mentally, physically. Like you get so strong, you don't even realize it. But it's also like you're meditating while you do yoga. I think it's a great long-term activity.
I like that. Good answer.
Thank you. Oh my God, I need to think of mine. Okay.
No pressure. While you're thinking, did you notice that this is shiny? I'm just going back to my artwork. Buy it.
Okay, based on a show I watched yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
And it's like this great adventure, this guy. Scaling rocks, like literally he's climbing up and down through these valleys, like straight up and down, okay? Like, in between rocks a crack, okay? He has to scale down a, crack inside.
Like a small.
Like inside a mountain. Like small space.
Got it.
Okay?
Kill
Scaling
it
rocks. I didn't even hear the rest. Rafting, like a handmade bamboo raft down a river. However, you don't know if there's a waterfall at the end of that river. You don't know.
Are they alligators?
You don't know. He just went in this river. Okay? You're rafting in this river, and the raft is made out of bamboo. You just made it. Okay? And then the last activity is sleeping in a tent made from like these big leaves.
Oh yeah, I'd marry that. I'd have fun. I'd decorate it. I'd find different leaves. It'd be.
Guys, I hope that. Stop.
I wonder
if you can hear that, because what just happened was somehow our old recording just started playing over our new recording.
I love that. I wish you could hear it. It was funny. Okay, yeah. So I'd love to decorate. Yada yada yada. I would. You know what? One of my things that I already said is if I have a fear, I want to do it just so that I can like do it. So I would F with the rafting one because I would be scared there would be an alligator in there.
Are you scared of like water, open water?
Actually, sometimes, which is crazy because two of my favorite activities are paddleboarding and kayaking. But if I stay out of my head, I don't even know what that one was. But if I stay out of my head, I'm good. But as soon as like I get like I see something under the water, I'm like, yeah, that was right on cue.
That's how we feel.
But yeah, I actually love the water. It's just, yeah, I do fear what's in it. But I love what's in it too, obviously. And then the other one, I feel like I've put myself in enough positions where I know it makes me uncomfortable. But like small spaces, no bueno for me. But like, I've done it enough that I can be like, okay, I've done it. I don't have to like submerge myself in it, you know? So yeah, that was a good one. Should we do another one?
I want to do a would you rather, okay?
Okay.
I think because now we've just like recently started coming into our like fashion. This question is fashion related. Would you rather wear the same outfit for 3 months?
Do I get to wash it?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay,
you wash it every
great.
day.
But it's all I have.
But it's all
We're
you
broke.
have.
We lost
it's
our
all
job.
you have. And to make it even worse, it's probably like a sweatsuit. Every day.
Got it.
For 30 days. Okay? Like every day, that's your one outfit. Or would you rather wear a new... No. See, this made sense in my head. But I was going to say, would you rather wear a new outfit every day for like a year? But you have to like it's a new outfit every day. You can't repeat outfits. So if you have a favorite outfit...
I feel like I try to do that anyways. So I'm going to go with that one. Also, I hate sweatpants. One thing you should know is I hate sweatpants.
I feel like I could live with sweatpants every day.
Okay. On that note, would you rather street style or... I don't know what the other one was.
Next time we're not just going to go off the top. We're going to have our questions ready.
Or, yeah, this is just like or preppy.
I've really... enjoyed streetwear.
Yeah.
I think I like preppy's cute, but I'm really resonating with the streetwear
I was just
vibe.
trying to think of other outfits you've worn, and I'm just like, well, we did a vest.
I know
last
sometimes
summer.
I do the preppy look. You guys didn't even get to see the preppy look.
I know. And
sometimes
it
I'm
was such a good
super
look.
femme, like love dresses and skirts and like sandals, and other days I'm like really tomboy. Like I want like the baggiest, loosest pants, the baggiest, loosest shirt. Like
Could be.
You know, changes with the day.
All right, one more. What was it called?
FMK.
You would. Oh yeah. FMK,
would you
what
rather?
you're messing with, you're killing, or you're marrying. Snickers, O. Henry, or the Crispy Bar. I think it's called Crispy Bar. It's my favorite one, but I never remember.
Is it the blue label?
No, it's like yellow, I think.
Crunchy?
It's not the... Oh, yeah.
With the honeycomb? Oh.
So, yeah, Crunchy, O. Henry, and what was the other one I said?
Snickers. Oh,
Snickers.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Okay. O. Henry, whatever, kill it. It's just not my favorite chocolate bar.
No.
It never has been. Honestly, Crunchy I would marry. I could eat that every day. That honeycomb melts in your mouth.
I do sometimes.
Eat every day. And Snickers, like I mess with that. Like Snickers was probably one of my favorites. And to be honest, I'll only eat Snickers if it comes from England. I'm telling you guys, English chocolate tastes better. I will stand behind that till the day I die.
I want to try it.
Okay, I will figure it. I will get you some. Sometimes
Very
they sell them at the
upsetting for
grocery
me
store.
right now. I feel like
it's
I've
so
missed out.
it's like creamier. It's different. My dad's British, so but he's a chocolate snob, and he will instantly go, "This is domestic. I can't eat it. It's domestic. This is from Canada. I can't eat it." Like right away, he'll be like, "No, where's it from? Label." Oh, Ontario, no. Oh, UK, okay. Like
I love that.
He's a snob. So now I've learned.
We should have that on the podcast. We should have like a tasting trial.
Okay.
A blindfolded.
I'm gonna bring
tasting
you
trial.
because Walmart has like like international section, and they usually have like a lot of British chocolates. So I'm gonna bring you some of my favorite
I didn't
chocolates.
know that.
To try.
I thought I had to go to England. I'm like, okay, I'll go to England.
And I'll bring you things to try. And I'll bring you chips. That's a good idea. We'll do like a little ASMR. Like I want you to taste my favorite British chocolates.
We'll
and
do
chips.
one of your peeves. We'll listen to each other eat.
Okay, FMK. I'll do one more. Coffee.
Mary.
Water.
I do love water though. And
Coffee, water, and I'm trying to think of something I know that you. I'm not sure what keeps happening. It's like there's a ghost.
Get maybe another cord or something. Could be. Okay, so we've got water, coffee. Yeah, it's probably not even a big investment.
I know, and we just think it's like I gotta look into a new audio interface. Anyway, sorry guys, this video is gonna be filled with lots of like.
It's gonna be choppy.
Cuts and edits. It's fine. Coffee, water.
Oh my god! If you make me kill water, I'm gonna feel real bad.
Well, you're gonna die without it, just so you know. Coffee, water. Do you like beer? You like beer.
Oh yeah, I can.
You would kill beer.
I would kill beer because I go through phases where I'm like, I should really give this up anyways. And it's not like I drink it that much. It's just like, on a nice like warm day or when you're feeling stressed. Sometimes I want a beer. But I will say my coping mechanism is actually shopping. So don't worry for me. Worry for my bank. And then I would definitely marry coffee and I F with water. But it would be like a long-term F. Like maybe coffee would be a little bit jealous when I was working out a lot, but like...
Because I don't see you living without coffee. This guy will nurse a coffee all day.
All day.
It will be an extra hot latte, and it will be an iced latte by the end of the day.
Yeah, I might throw ice in it just to make people like more comfortable.
Because he's holding this lukewarm cup of coffee all day.
Yeah, but like...
I feel like it's their security, like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Coffee is your security.
Oh, my security, absolutely. I also it's bad, I get migraines, but I don't have it. It's like concerning. Okay, on that note,
I know, it's hard to think on the fly. We won't do that again.
I got nothing. Now I'm done.
I think that's it. Oh my god, it looks like the sun wants to come out today. Please.
She wants
looks
to,
like
but
it got a little bright.
She got a little shy.
On that note, I guess we'll wrap her up. That's the symbol for wrap it up. If we had a director, they would be like, wrap it up, guys.
Thanks, Steve.
That's our invisible director. Yeah, we heard you, Steve. What's that, Steve?
Steve.
We're getting a new... Okay.
But our executive should be a woman. What's her name?
Cheryl.
Steve and Cheryl? Is that it?
Sure.
Thanks, Steve and
Might
Cheryl.
change.
No, what about... Steve and Cheryl.
If you have another name, I'm easy. I'm open to it.
I was going to say Renee, just because I love Renee.
I love Renee. Shout out Renee, our regional accounting assistant. She's taught me so much. Thank you.
And she's so patient.
Oh my goodness.
Teaching
me math is not like a thing, so.
Oh yeah, I know.
How to use these programs.
We're like full-grown adults, like trying to like
use an Excel spreadsheet.
Like life, and she's just like, oh yeah, here, let me do a screen share with you.
God
even though
bless
she's
that
so
woman.
busy.
No, I know. Like she's for the whole region. Yeah. God bless that woman. Sorry, multiple regions. It's not just Canada, right?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, she's
because I've seen her. Sorry, guys, on another call in like another region. Bless that woman. Okay, she does a lot. She does a lot for Canada, Nordstrom Canada. R.I.P.
Not Renee.
Not Renee. R.I.P. Nordstrom Canada. We're getting the sillies. Okay.
Okay. Well.
That's all for now.
Later.
Bye.